Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so this is literally like the third time I've tried to record this now. First time, there were children outside making lots of noise and they were blowing these like fanfare-y trumpety things outside the window, so obviously audio quality wasn't there. Second time, my card ran out of memory, which is wonderful. And now third time lucky. Let's pray. So as you can see my laptop screen and I can see you. I can't, but the sentiment is there. And we are going to be rating random clothing brands because why not? I actually did import these myself because I could not find a template that was good enough for me to use for this video, so I was like, I'm gonna take it on myself and do it myself. Without further ado, let's get into the rating. I'm excited. Okay, so the first clothing brand is obviously Hollister. We know where this is going. No regrets there. Hollister, for price, I would say initially I wouldn't have given them the best score because obviously they're quite expensive if you just buy like normal stuff. But then if you join Club Cali and you go to their sales, oh my gosh, you can get literally like all the stuff for like £3, £4, £5. And there's so many ways of like saving in Hollister. They also do student discount, which is wonderful for us. Oh my god! Wow! For materials, you would expect the stuff to be like high-end brand stuff. Like it's not something to play around with. Like it's serious quality stuff. And always has been. Style, you guys, oh my gosh, they are literally hopping on those trends before you even know they exist, and I'm here for that. They deserve to be in God tier. Okay, so next brand is Brandy Melville. Mixed feelings are coming up, I can feel that. I can see you there feeling uncomfortable because same. No. Price, I would say some things are cheap and some things aren't. You gotta take your pick. Their loungewear tends to be really expensive for no reason at all, when you could get the same thing in H&M for like £10. It'll be like 25 or like 30 in Brandy. So, but some of the other stuff like their bicycle shorts and their t-shirts are like incredibly priced. Like they'll be like £12 and I'm like, for materials, I would say it's nothing to be like wowed over, but it's nothing really bad. Like the structure isn't like amazing. And then for style, everything they do is just that 90s like gorgeous Cali sort of girl, like walking down the beach wearing like the cutest outfit ever. Every single model on their website looks amazing. But then there is the inclusivity side of it, which is, I still don't know what's going on there. Like I've been trying to work this out for months. They kind of do sizing, but they don't. Their jeans can kind of go up to like a medium or a large, I think. And then same with the hoodies, but the rest of the stuff is all like one size. So, but that does bring it down with like the whole inclusivity issue. That puts it in the good section. That feels good.
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Okay, so next up is Pretty Little Thing. Oh, this is tough because I already know which categories I'm eyeing up for this, and it's the bottom two. Price-wise is amazing. Materials are just disgraceful. I've never ever seen any other brand be so horrific with their materials, and I know it's obviously because they're a fast fashion brand, but honestly, their crepe sort of materials are just so thin. Things are see-through. Things are just not shaped correctly. They make you look a bit weird. And that's just my experience. Maybe you guys have had a better experience with them, but I haven't at all. And I'm gonna have to put them in horrendous. Okay, next up is Princess Polly. I did a haul of Princess Polly. I will link it above. Pricing wise, I can't lie, my bank account was kind of screaming. It's difficult because they have like really high import fees, but they like charge it with the delivery fee. So basically it says delivery's only like £3 or £4 and then it's suddenly like £28 because of the import fees. But I think the reason they do that is so we don't have any surprise ones when you get the parcel through the door and it's got like an import sticker on it, which is, I understand why they're doing that, it makes sense, but at the same time I don't really want to be paying like £28 for delivery considering all the things that are quite expensive anyways. So material wise, I wasn't actually too impressed with the materials. They weren't horrific again, but they were okay. Everything I did get was a little bit too thin. Like I didn't think it would be as thin as it was. Maybe that's because it's an Australian brand and they use thin materials to keep cool. And style-wise, I would literally rate them a 9.5 out of 10 because everything they do, again, is very similar to like Brandy Melville's style. It's very like girly, but it's also like slightly edgier, a little bit 90s mixed in there. Love that. For that reason, I'm going to put them in the good rating category as well. My advice to them is open an office in the UK and I will be your number one fan. Not that you'd want me as your number one fan, but you might.
Okay.
Okay, next on the list is Uniqlo. Their materials, I remember it as being one of the stores that I used to see when I went into London all the time and was like, what the heck is that? The logo confuses me. I didn't actually know what it said. I thought it was like Uniqlo or something. Like I thought it was read downwards like that because I'm silly. And then when I met George, I found out that he loves it and he always looks really good in their stuff. So I love their men's stuff. Their men's stuff looks amazing, but I think the women's stuff is lacking in style and lacking in that inspirational, like you can pair me with anything kind of vibe. Pricing wise, I would say it's like average pricing. Their materials are they are wonderful. They're so soft, so cozy, and it's great for comfort, I would say, Uniqlo. But as I said, style wise, it's not there. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put them in the okay box based on women's clothing. Their men's stuff is like god tier. Okay, next up is Victoria's Secret. This is a very stressful situation. A very, very stressful situation. I can't lie to you. I absolutely love Victoria's Secret. I love their style. I love their materials. They are very ridiculously priced. But I guess you're paying for quality, that's the thing. They don't look as great off as they do on. Like as soon as you put any of the underwear on, like it makes everything look great. The peach and the cherries, they slap in their underwear. So, but the worst part about this is in the UK, Next, which is one of our massive like department store sort of type shop place things, they bought Victoria's Secret because they went into administration recently. So it's a bit of a shame, but I feel like their designs and like their whole vibe, that even their fonts and everything have changed, like, and it's really upset me. I just really want the old Victoria's Secret back. Based on beforehand, I'm definitely going to rate them outstanding. They would be god tier, but because of this next thing, I've kind of just knocked them down a little bit. Next up is ASOS. I would say the pricing is just like average. It varies between which brand you go from, because ASOS is kind of like, yeah, they've got their own stuff, but they've also got other people's stuff, so it's not them determining the price really. For materials, again, it resells loads of other brands, so it's hard to tell you what the materials will be like generally, because it's based on what brand you obviously buy stuff from. And the same thing with style, is it depends on what brand you buy from within ASOS. So put it in the good section. H&M, I'm gonna have to put them in god tier already before I even explain to you why. They're just amazing. They're just so good. Like, their sales are incredible. Their normal pricing's even really good. Materials are just incredible. Like their linen, oh my gosh, is so good. It's so high-end feeling, but it's not, because it's so affordable. They do so many different things in one of their stores. Like, especially if you go to a big one, they've got like different sections for like sort of office wear, and then they've got loungewear, and they've got other bits like sort of teenage style stuff. They're going in god tier just for the versatility and just everything they do. I just love it. So big thumbs up from me. Next up is Primark. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Primark. I'm sure we all know this from the haul that I did a couple of weeks back. It's very hit or miss. I'm still not sure what I think about it, to be honest, but pricing is obviously, I would say, a 10 out of 10 because it's always so cheap and it's so good. But then it makes you think about like the way they get their prices so low and basically unsustainable and underpay your workers. So I don't stand for that at all. Then materials are literally always horrendous, exactly the same as Pretty Little Thing in my opinion. Cheap, thin, flimsy, wobbly, just everything that could go wrong basically always does. And for style, again, I just don't rate it. I do not rate it at all. Yeah, it's gonna go in horrendous. River Island, pricing wise, I would give them a 2 out of 10 because they are ridiculously overpriced for what they sell. Materials, I would say again are a little bit hit or miss. They are slightly thicker quality stuff, but The couple of things I've ever owned from River Island are just like uncomfortable, they're itchy, and style-wise is again really hit or miss. I'm gonna put them in okay with Uniqlo. So next up is Subdued. This is a new discovery for me and I'm obsessed, like I am obsessed. However, pricing wise, you might as well just kiss goodbye to your bank account because it's gonna disown you after you shop in here. Oh my god, honestly, I've never seen anywhere else charge like £50 for a t-shirt. So yeah, I'm gonna give them a 0 out of 10 for their pricing because it's ridiculous. However, materials, I don't even have words to describe them. And style-wise, again, 10 out of 10. It's literally Brandy Melville but with sizes. They're amazing, so I'm gonna put them in outstanding. Right, next up is Abercrombie and Fitch. We know that's already going out into outstanding. I was gonna put it in God tier, but I remembered the pricing and I'm already still having PTSD from the last time I went there and shopped there. But materials like Hollister are just incredible. They're so amazing in every single way. They master their satins well, their wools, their cashmeres, their everything is just amazing. I love them. And design, they do some incredible dresses and skirts and I just love them. They're like Hollister's older sister and I'm here for that. Next on the list is Stradivarius. Stradivarius is a funny one. I really like their stuff, but there's always so much in the store to try on or to look at and I just end up getting bored. So I always end up going there at the end of my shopping trip and then regret it. Pricing wise, I would say is quite affordable. It's kind of like the cheaper version of Zara. Materials, I would say they're not anything to be like super wowed about, but they're not awful. They're gonna go into the good section because they are really cool and I want to explore them more. Down to our final three, guys, our final three. My camera is flashing and I'm worried that it's gonna run out, so we're just gonna pray for me. Next up is Urban Outfitters. I love the style so much. I'm already gonna say that. I love it, but I just don't know if I can pull it off. It's so 90s, like so 90s, and I don't know if that's 100% me. But at the same time, like everyone I see wearing it looks great, so maybe I should just dip into it a bit more and just try it. Materials are wonderful, like they are so good. I love everything I've ever seen or bought from there. I literally think they're so good. I'm gonna put them also in the good section because I want to explore them more too. Next up is Victoria's Secret Pink. It's almost a bit too young for me at some points now, but I still love it. It just has a place in my heart. It's also been bought by Next now, just like Victoria's Secret has in the UK, so I don't know if it's going to have the same appeal now. So excluding that point, I still love it. I think their materials are just second to none and the designs are just so relaxed and slouchy. It's good loungewear, but pricing is obviously expensive, so it's going to go into outstanding as well. Why has that not got a white background? It's obviously a transparent PNG. Wow, that really sticks out now. And finally, on to Zara. Oh, Zara is just amazing. I have to put them in God tier. Their pricing is sometimes quite a lot. Their materials are just amazing. Structure is honestly like high end. The style is just amazing as well. There's so much variation, just like H&M. I never used to actually like Zara because I didn't really look hard enough, but one day I just decided to look hard enough on their website and oh my gosh, I found like hundreds of things. My basket was literally so full online and I had to just delete it all because I'm a student and I can't afford it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to me to see more from me, and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload. Stay safe, have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!